An officer for a large construction company is feeling nervous. The anxiety is caused by a new excavator just released onto the market. The new excavator makes one purchase by the company a year ago obsolete. As a result, the market value for the company's excavators dropped significantly from $600,000 a year ago to $50,000 now. In 10 years, it would be worth only $3,000. The new excavator costs $950,000 and would increase operating revenues by $90,000 annually. The new equipment has a 10-year life and can be expected to salvage value for $175,000. What should the officer do? The tax rate is 35%. The CCA rate is 25% for both excavators. And the required rate of return for the company is 14%. Okay, so we need to get a net present value of all the relevant costs. So there are some opportunity costs, there are some sunk costs. We need to determine what's relevant and what's not. I'm also going to build a bit of a timeline so you can see it a little easier. All right. So the fact that we spent $600,000 a year ago doesn't mean anything because it is a sunk cost. It doesn't affect our decision moving forward. What we do have is $50,000 that we can get for it today. And so what we need to do is net present value of the current set of cash flows for purchasing a new one. So it's 10 years. So we're going to go year 0. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a purchase price here of $950,000, but if we go ahead and purchase it, we can also sell the old one at $50,000. So we have $950,000 plus $50,000 equals an initial purchase price of $900,000 negative. So that's a cash outlay. Okay, and then what we also have is we have an annuity. And all the way. So this annuity now is going to be savings of $90,000 annually. Pardon me, new revenues of $90,000, so it increases revenue. So what we have is $90,000, but we pay taxes. Now I know that we can write some of the taxes off, but what we would like to do is do that using the CCA tax shields, one calculation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 35% taxes off each one of them, and that tax is going to be at 35% for each one. It's $31,500, meaning operating revenue increase or operating cash flow increase of $58,400, and that's $58,500 here, $58,500 here, all the way to $58,500, $58,500 for 10 years. Okay? Now, finally, so that is the first one. And then finally, we have so that would be number 1. Our second part of this is we have our residual value. So we're going to sell it for $175,000 at the end of it, salvage it. And we could theoretically salvage our old one for $3,000. So we have to, this is an opportunity cost that we have to. So this 175 be minus 3,000, bringing us to $172,000 salvage value. Now we're going to have to bring that, just like we have to bring this annuity to today, we have to bring this residual. Now we've got all of the tax included here. All of the tax is included here, but we can actually have a CCA tax shield. So we need the present value of all of the tax savings. So the tax savings being when we reduce our bill by 25% of the 950,000, it's going to reduce our tax rate because we'll get 40%, 35% of it back each year. But it's hard to calculate the annuity like that, so we're going to use a formula. And that formula is this present value tax shield on CCA. So what this is the initial price times depreciation, D, times tax, divided by depreciation plus required rate of return. Here is salvage value times depreciation times tax divided by depreciation plus rate of return times 1 over 1 plus rate of return to the power of n. So we have 10 years. So I'm going to write that out here. So we have our PV of our CCA tax shield equals initial payment times depreciation times tax divided by depreciation plus required rate of return minus our salvage times depreciation times tax divided by depreciation plus required rate of return times 1 over 1 plus required rate of return to the power of n, which would be 10 because we have 10 years. Okay, so we can plug this in. We have 950,000 times 0.25 times 0.35 divided by 0.25 plus 0.14 minus 175 times 0.25 times 0.35 and we can calculate it out. So this is 950,000 times 0.25 times 0.35 divided by 0.39 equals 213,141.03 minus 175,000 times 0.25 times 0.35 divided by 0.39, $39,262.82 times 1.14 to the power of 10, 1 divided by our second answer, 0.269 9744. So times 39,262.82. Equals $202,550.13. So this is the present value of all the tax savings from the tax shield of our CCA. Now we just need to take our 172,000 and bring that to, so this number is going to go here. Now we need to get our present value of this number, which is simple enough. It's just 1.14 to the power of 10, 3.7, and just take our 172,000, divide it by that amount, and we get 46,395.94. And now we just need to get our present value of our annuity here, which we'll just use our calculator. Second clear TVM, second PYCY is 1, 10N, 14IY, 58,500 payment, 0 future value, compute present value, and we get 305,142.76. And so those are our three present value of our cash inflows. So 305,142.76 plus 46,395.94 plus 202,550.13, and we get, when we add all these up, $554,088.83, but it costs us 900,000. So minus 900, and our NPV is equal to minus 345,911.17. There we have it.